Ta-da! Is it a good ta-da? Or is it a terrible ta-da? I mean, for some reason I decided to go for ta-da instead of punk. I don't know, it's just that punk doesn't really feel right when we're talking about English streams. Although, streams in English. Although, punk always feels right, why the hell not? Use punk! Have the confidence in punk! Anyway, uh, oh, for hell's sake, I'll watch Sock against Happy. I'll watch Sock against Happy. It's Big Cup finals. It should be a good matchup, but it's a terrible matchup in general. It's human against an undead. I'll see a ton of Crypt Lord. I don't really hope that Happy will play anything else but Crypt Lord. I mean, I really hope that he'll play Lich at least once, maybe Dark Ranger at least once, but it'll be just Crypt Lord all along because Happy is Happy. Yes, he's good, yes, he's awesome in micro and everything, but he's so annoyingly terrible at applying new strategies. Because he doesn't need new strategies whenever he wins. So yes, he just wins uh, on his technical skills alone. Yeah, technical skills. Yeah, on his micro and macro and everything else. That's exactly what I mean. So it will not be an easy game to watch. Let me just turn it on. For a second, I have to turn my phone on. Please, you potato, turn on. Yes. Okay. I've got to turn the volume down. Thanks for unknown Korean streamer who streams this. I don't really know who the hell he is. And these finals were played 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I don't really know. And you can, of course, watch it somewhere else. And we're joining at the game number 1. Oh, for hell's sake. Both players are at level 2 already. I don't know why the stream started late, but it's fine, I guess. So Human decided to, Sok decided to creep his own merc camp. Oh god, it is a merc camp. Yeah, it's a merc camp on Tyrannus level on second version of Tyrannus. He gets his priest. It's a very easy camp to creep as Mountain King. You get instant level 3 on Mountain King when you go towards your expansion after this creep camp, and you don't even need to be there with your hero. And Happy decided to start with his expansion. It'll be relatively uninterrupted expansion, and Mountain King, of course, is a suboptimal unit when we're talking about canceling undead's expansions. Meanwhile, Crypt Lord is already there. Crypt Lord is already killing peasants. Human was unable to even start his expa, although he'll be able to cancel Undead's one, because I believe this Nerubian Tower will not be... Yes, it certainly will not be able to finish before the expansion is cancelled. And now Sok just wants to get back. Sok didn't buy boots, Happy didn't buy boots either, but he's not in any trouble right now. He's quite happy. His expansion is being built. There are 6 beetles munching on militia and peasants and everything. And right now Happy is just a little bit ahead. Oh no, Sok decides to not get back. Sok decides to continue harassing the expansion, so it's no expo against no expo, and Arcane Tower is finally ready, and that should be over. That should be over for this harassment, not for the game, of course. One person should repair this Arcane Tower at least for a while. Tower went down. Oh, he decides to get back. Crypt Lord is level 3. Meanwhile, of course, Mountain King is level 3 all as well, and Crypt Lord can't really get away with his stuff of teleportation because he'll get bolted to the face. Oh, for hell's sakes! Oh, he was able to finish him. He was able to finish him with a lucky, not a lucky clap, just a good timed clap. But it was so close to Crypt Lord getting away. I mean, he was holding on to this bolt for so long, not trying to do anything, just waiting to use this bolt to prevent Crippler TPing out, and then he used this bolt basically just to kill a Troll Berserker. So Crippler was almost out. It didn't happen in the end. Yes, it didn't happen. He was quite lucky to prevent this TPing out, but for hell's sake, that was close. That was close to happy winning the game right there and right now. In the end, Sok is still suffering. Sok is still suffering quite a lot because a lot of peasants died. Of course, peasants are less protected than acolytes, and killing peasants is way more, way easier, especially when you've got 6 beetles and your opponent got only a Stormbolt. And right now, Sok doesn't have a shop, doesn't have his own expansion. He's significantly behind, even though he was able to kill this Crypt Lord, and right now Crypt Lord just was bought back. Right now Crypt Lord got no mana, got no resources, only some HP, and the second Footman goes down. These were good claps, but these claps were not enough. He was able to cancel the expansion once again, and he will be able to remake a few of his peasants, so his lumber harvesting will not suffer that terribly, but it still suffer. It will still suffer quite a lot, for hell's sake. And in the end, Mountain King is 4.2, Crypt Lord is 3.6, Crypt Lord will be level 4 quite soon, because he'll go towards his own merc camp and get his mercs, get his level 4, get his item. And yes, I got an amazing item, but in the end, I doubt he'll win in this game. And of course, the expansion is being rebuilt, and of course, Happy is harassing. Happy wants to make secure that. Happy wants to make certain that there is no expansion on Sok's side of the map. Sok is just making his Sok is just making his shop. He got absolutely no peasants left. He is making. He bought a zeppelin for what? To save peasants. Oh, it's likely mostly to save peasants from goo. No, he attacks with this zeppelin. He wants another attack on the expansion, because expansion, of course, is being built, and Happy is creeping his merc camp, getting his level 4 out of this merc camp. He doesn't have enough mana yet, and he gets Wand of Mana Stealing. Usually you don't want this item too much. Usually you want something else way more, like large mana potion, large healing potion. But right now, when human is so limited at mana, when he is playing Mountain King, who got very limited mana pool, even with Pendant, Wand of Mana Stealing looks nice. And Happy was able to establish his expansion, and he will have another clap, and he'll still, another impale, and he'll steal enough mana, so clap will not be that much of a problem. Please use the wand again. Yes, use the wand again, and there is no more claps. There are no more claps, and Mountain King is in a little bit of trouble, but Happy will not have enough mana. Yes, yes. I mean, even with using the wand again, he will not have enough mana, so it doesn't really matter. And Sok is so behind on his expansion that it's just painful. Mountain King didn't pay off. Mountain King is dangerous early on, but generally speaking, elementals are just better. Elementals are better at dealing damage to expansion, elementals are better at clearing random ghouls, elementals can provide you presence in different parts of the map all at once, and right now Sok will suffer. Sok will suffer and possibly suffer from defeat, because Happy was able to creep his own merc camp, he got all the mercs in the world, and he is attacking the opponent's expansion. Of course he wants to be aggressive, of course he wants nothing to happen with his own expa. His units will die, his mercs will die, that's expected. Mountain King uses Potion of Invulnerability just because he can. Just because he was slowed, he quite likely was slowed, and right now Zeppelin will fall, and Mountain King will fall as well, and that's game number 1. Yes, that is game number two. Number one. Okay, we're into the game number two. Happy is playing Crypt Lord again. Of course, it'll be Crypt Lord. It'll be Crypt Lord all the way with Happy. I've got absolutely no doubts about it being Crypt Lord all the way. Although there should be quite a few games played. I mean, I've seen that this series lasted for about 2 hours. I mean, I don't know the outcome. I don't know anything about this series. I just know that it lasted for about 2 hours because I've seen it on the video preview. So, Tidehunters. On Tidehunters, you've got two very easy expansions, and on Tidehunters, human should be a little bit ahead if he goes for an expansion and establishes his expansion instantly, and he goes for his laboratory for an item. That's a questionable decision because expansions are relatively close on Tidehunters. So if you go for your expo, that is next to an opponent's expo, if you clean it, and you'll have a relatively easy camp there for a human with militia. And if you instantly go towards the end at expo, you'll be able to cancel it. You should be able to cancel it or at least apply so much pressure that it's hard for undead to recover. That's why this map is mostly human dominated in this matchup because Undead got a hard time doing it at the same time as Archmage does. You don't have militia, you've got Beetles, and Beetles are objectively worse. Uh, and Sog just wants level 3. Okay, Sog goes for level 3, Sog doesn't even try to establish his expansion. That has some benefit, yes, but in general, you may want an expansion instead. You absolutely may want an expansion instead. It's way safer. It gives you way more advantage early on. And Happy of course also goes for his level 3. There is no doubt that he will not be aggressive against Human Expa, because he knows that Sok is playing Archmage, and against Archmage you can't really be aggressive, even if Archmage goes for an Expa, because your beetles die so quickly to elementals, your ghouls die so quickly to elementals, everything you have dies so quickly to elementals. Uh, Meanwhile, Sok has his level 3, Sok has his elementals level 2, he will be able to cancel this expansion, but at what cost? Oh. And he instantly has to TP out. Please move your elementals behind the expo. Okay, he'll be able to cancel it anyway, and if he moved his elementals behind the expo, then Happy would not be able to. Then they would not be TP'd out, and he will be able to cancel the expo again with them. But just canceling it once is already worth it. Losing the peasant to just a skeleton is, of course, a terrible mistake. Losing peasants to skeletons should never happen. That's a disaster. Criplord, meanwhile, is only level 2, but he has another Impale ready, and the problem with Archmage getting this stuff of teleportation just now is that he will not be able to teleport in time. Even if he presses this stuff instantly, he may be able to teleport in time, but he's still in the danger zone with this amount of HP. And I have to block another stupid bot. Oh god, I hope your owner just gets what he deserves. I shouldn't really try to be obnoxious towards the owners of these bots. I shouldn't really blame them for just trying to make money, but they should get what they deserve for being such a nuisance on other people's streams. I will not join your stupid stream, boo. I don't care about your stupid stream, boo. I believe you're just wasting money and time, and nobody gives a shit about your service. I really hope your service will fail. I don't want you to do harm to yourself, because it's just a minor transgression against humanity that you're doing right now. But I want your service to fail miserably. Okay. Anyway, let's continue watching the game. What's going on? Happy is defending his expo. He will not be able to defend the expo. This expo will be cancelled again, but he gets quite a good chunk of money. And this Archmage is in a little bit of trouble, but he'll live. And Mountain King is being trained, produced. Yeah, Mountain King is being repaired. No. Repairing the dwarf includes beer and tavern, and of course, he is just being produced in the altar. He's been summoned. The word is likely summoned. And of course, Sok tries to be obnoxious. Sok tries to constantly be obnoxious. Sok tries to constantly cancel the expansion because really Happy got no other way to play this Script Lord other than establishing the expansion. You can't just go tier 2. With Script Lord, you absolutely need the expansion because otherwise, if you go tier 2, you will not have enough economy to spam whatever you want to spam, and it's usually either ghouls or gargoyles. And in the end, Crypt Lord as your first hero will not pay off if you just go tier 2, if you just decide that expansion is not worth it at some point. And not having tier 2 is a disaster. So you need to establish your expansion always. You need to level up your main building to tier 2. Otherwise, you're in trouble. Because once you have tier 2, you've got Wands of Negation, you've got absolutely no problems with elementals, you've got absolutely no problems with Archmage, you win the game quite easily and quite consistently. But if your opponent is got levels, if your opponent got his own tier 2, if your opponent got Mountain King, if your opponent is well prepared to attack you and even to build towers, even to tower rush you. It's not really a rush, but oh, and he loses Crypt Lord, and it all goes towards tower rush on him. Just take quite a few peasants. Oh, Happy knows. Happy, of course, is quite aware, and the game goes towards Sok. So it's 1-1. Happy didn't show that consistent performance on the map number 2. I liked how he impaled his opponent ons, but he would need to buy. He would need to find timing to tier up, to take up to tier 2. He tried to surround elementals, but it all happened a bit late. He may get some benefits from getting spirit towers. He may get some benefits from making a necropolis very defensive necropolis, so elementals can't squeeze because elementals level 2 are bigger than footies. So you generally can prevent them from getting into your base. But no, and then to be honest, it was harder for him on Tidehunters. On Tidehunters, you got certain advantage as a human, but not that hard. And in the end, he lost his Crypt Lord, which was a complete disaster. But it was a disaster going his way anyway after so much expansion cancels. So, springtime. On springtime, it'll be quick expansion by Happy again, it'll be Crypt Lord, there is no doubt about it, it's springtime, he got a certain advantage on springtime because the map is large, expansions are far away from each other, so human will have hard time getting to his expansion, and getting to level 2 as human is harder here. It's to level 3. It's harder, it's significantly harder, you can either go to your marketplace, or you can go to your own towards your expansion and establish it and try to establish it, or is it going towards the central expansion? That'll be a bold play. That's completely possible to establish central expansion as human on this map. But you will not be able to apply a lot of pressure because you'll have only elementals level 1, which should be enough for you to defend your expo, but it's not what's gonna happen. Okay, what are you doing really then? Are you trying to get the yellow spot all with by your militia, and he is getting surrounded again, and he instantly TPs out because he can't afford himself to lose HP because he needs to fight for this camp. He absolutely needs to fight for this camp. But Happy decides to play passively. Happy wants his own level 3. He sees this Booties. Is he afraid that Archmage is going his way? No, likely not. I doubt Happy will be fooled this easily. And there is a Beetle. Will the Beetle get the last kill? No. Happy is coming here, but I doubt Happy will achieve a lot. Yes, he'll be able to cancel at least a tower. He should be able to kill at least one peasant. He should be a little bit obnoxious. And Sok decides that his expo is not worth it. Sok decides that if he gets level 3 right now, right here, he can try to do exactly what he was doing in the previous game. Constantly canceling his enemy's expansion. And since Script Lord is a little bit behind, he may not squeeze in time, but that's a beautiful wall by Happy. It was able to buy him a few seconds, but there is another elemental, and there will be another in 20 seconds. Yeah, I doubt that. Oh, oh, that was a lag, not on my side. Expansion was cancelled. Happy didn't want it to finish on such low HP that it'll be instantly cancelled anyway. And now Sok is in control. He has to protect his own expa. He absolutely has to protect his own expa if he decides to go for it. If he doesn't, if he just lets it be, then it's a bit too late to go for tier 2. If he decides uh, to not make an expo, he needs to start tier 2 right now. Otherwise, it'll be a disaster. Happy is making his second Tomb of Terrors, Tomb of what? Of Wonders, Tomb of Items. He's making his second shop. Anyway, which is quite strange because he doesn't have an expansion, he doesn't have anything right now, and having a second tomb early on doesn't give you any benefit. You really want it only the moment you'll have tier 2 to have 2 wands of negation instead of 1. And so got no tower on his main, and a lot of peasants will die, although maybe not so many, and he's just taking towards his arcane tower on his main, and he will have no expansion. Please either start tier 2 or protect your expa. Both options are nice, but you need one. You need to decide, you need at least one of these, because Happy is now going to... Happy is establishing his exp again, and he'll have it. Sooner or later, he will have his expansion. So got his own stuff of teleportation, of course, both to prevent being surrounded with ghouls and to save his main base or his expansion, or to harass an enemy's main or expansion. Ghouls are there, ghouls are being obnoxious, and Sok decides to attack, but Happy is prepared. Happy is well prepared. Another round will be game ending for Sok. If there will be no surround, there is a surround on an elemental. That's not a game-ending surround. Of course, I mean the surround on his Archmage. Archmage is too afraid to do any real damage to an expansion, and it all looks quite grim for Sok, because in the end, Happy should be able to establish his expa. And in the end, Sok is going for tier 2, and okay. He was able to cancel the expo with 6 footies, and right now he got all the chances. He's going to tier 2, he's getting some kills. Will it be rifle casters again? It should be rifle casters. Rifle casters are the best thing you've got against what undead can produce on tier 1, generally against ghouls, against beetles. Of course, you want dispel on your priests, and with priests, you want something that lives. You want something that can be healed and what you can kite with, and rifles are the perfect choice. The spellbreakers are not bad either, but you need to produce something out of your barracks. Generally, you can establish rifle casters quicker than spellbreaker casters simply because you can start producing rifles earlier. And he got blacksmith already. And he got tier 2, and he will kill all his footies, and Happy will have his expansion finally, but it's a bit late. Happy is going toward his own tier 2, even though his expansion didn't finish, and right now, if this expansion was cancelled, Sok would just win the game. Because Happy with tier 2 with no expansion would be in a dire situation. But this expansion will be able to finish. The real question is, will Sok be able to push through Happy's defenses before his tier 2 finishes or not? That's a good question. That we'll see in about, 40 seconds. He was able to save at least 4 footmen, so at least 3 footies died in the last attack. Yeah, it was 3 footies. It was exactly 3 footies. And Crypt Lord is level 4, but Crypt Lord should be relatively high level in this matchup. Crypt Lord can easily be higher than Archmage, at least for a little while, and that's completely fine. It doesn't mean that human is losing or anything. Yeah, Crypt Lord can be very, very high level, and it doesn't matter until he's level 6, and even then, his level 6 may not be enough. Mountain King is out. Mountain King got a single tower in his inventory. Just oh, that's terrible. That's the game here. Sok lost. He will never respawn his Archmage in time, and that was just a stupid mistake by him. It doesn't say anything about the race advantage or disadvantage. It just says that Sok got worse micro than Happy. He he perfectly knew that Happy will try to impale his. He still got time. He was able to hire his Archmage back. Archmage right now got absolutely no mana, and he needs a lot for elementals, and elementals are very crucial. He'll have at least one elemental quite soon, but not right now. And Happy is tipping back. Happy got Scroll of the Beast, which he should really sell because there are priests and he needs money, he needs gold, he doesn't have enough gold, and he was able to buy Wands of Negation. Wands of Negation are in stock already. Happy got a shop on his expansion, so mana is in stock, Wands of Negation are in stock, HP is in stock, and he will be able to repel this attack. If only Archmage had like 2 more elementals, then everything could be different. But no, it's not what's gonna happen. Bashes do not proc against Crypt Lord. That's completely fine. There is only 15% chance. Priests. Oh, there is no Dispel upgrade yet. So priests are in danger, rifles are in danger, everything is in danger, and Happy can go for as many ghouls as he only desires. That's a surround on the Crypt Lord, but that's an incomplete surround, and that will not matter, and Crypt Lord will just buy a mana potion and kill everything. And it is exactly what's gonna happen. Tier 3 is being produced by Happy, he got another Wand of Negation. Oh no, he just buys 2 mana potions. Please buy one. Oh, he doesn't have mana. Money for it. Okay. He doesn't have mana, of course, but he doesn't have money for Wand of Negation. And right now that should be an easy win for him. That should be a very, very easy and very convincing win for him. And for some reason, Sok goes for a workshop and mortar teams, and mortar teams will not do anything because there will be no siege. I would prefer to see a few more towers around here because ghouls die to towers relatively quickly and beetles die to towers relatively quickly. But no, he goes for mortar shop, he goes for sieges. Mortar shop, yes. You just buy mortars out of this strange building. Dwarves decided to sell you a few mortars along with the brethren, along with people and along with whatever supports these mortars. Happy is not in any danger. These mortars can't fight in the field, and Happy absolutely can't fight in the field. He will have 20 ghouls quite soon, and afterwards he can have 20 gargoyles, he can have 20 fields, 20 fiends. He can't have 20 fields, there is only one, but still. And that should be just an easy victory still. And that's just a crypt swarm, because he doesn't want his mana to get drained, and with crypt swarm, that's not a crypt swarm, that's a leech swarm, that's whatever these beetles are. Fly swarm. Sort of. And that's over for your Arcane Tower, that should be over for your workshop, and that's the end. That was the end like 5 minutes ago. Please, Sok, just leave. Admit your defeat, my friend. There is no shame in admitting defeat. Happy should buy another mana potion on his Crypt Lord. He also wants statues, he wants Ghoul Frenzy, which he will have right now. And with Frenzy, all these ghouls will be even more dangerous. He wants more Wands of Negation, of course. He wants more mana potions. He gets one. He should use it instantly. Dispel the Elemental. Dispel the Elemental, please. Boink, boink, boink. Dispel the Elemental. No, he doesn't have. Even he doesn't have enough Micro. Crypt Lord is in a little bit of trouble, but it's a Crypt Lord. He is a thick boy. Oh, he doesn't have anything to save his butt, but Death Knight should be running towards him already. And Bolt level 2 is not enough. And that's over. I'm Hello, mate. Your stream is pretty cool. That's why I followed. I would love to be a fan. Of yours, if you don't mind, kindly add me on Discord, mini love 1. Another bot. So sorry, pal. Guys like you wrote me for about 20 times already. So please stop wasting your effort. I'm not succumbing, I'm not joining your religion, whatever it is. Happy, could you please start producing fiends instead of ghouls already? If you lose your Crypt Lord, that would be a disaster. How even did you lose during this time? How did you lose so many units during this time? I've got absolutely zero idea, to be honest. Is it just because he's producing fiends and fiends only? I don't know, but that's strange. That's very, I mean, ghouls and ghouls only. But that's strange. That's just very, very strange. That's incredibly strange. He should achieve quite an easy victory. And in the end, he's struggling. Eh, it's likely due to surrounds. Please impale this. Yes, he impaled the mortar teams, and that should be his victory. Finally. No, mortar teams live through everything. They just live through everything. Okay, Crypt Swarm. Oh god, it's Leech Swarm, it's Fly Swarm. Flies are out again, and so Crypt Lord should be relatively unkillable. At least for a while. And he's running away from his... yeah, he's healing up. And everything on the human side dies. And Undead is able to re-establish buildings on his expo, and these rifles die, and these mortar teams die. And this mortar team, for some reason, was killing his own farm, but that's fine. That's frustration. Dwarves are very, very prone to frustration. To the simple frustration. Please kill this workshop already. Or forget about this workshop completely. Just do something. And stop producing ghouls. Make at least a few fiends. Really, ghouls with frenzy are awesome, but you've got Mountain King, you've got Archmage. He's spending all his money on wants and everything. It pays off. Of course, it pays off. Death Knight is already 2.6. And the moment Death Knight will be level 3, the moment Death Knight will be level 4, he'll get closer and closer to his victory. And every elemental gives him a lot of tempo, and human goes nowhere. You absolutely can't creep when you're playing against an undead expo and he's just creeping, he's not doing anything useful, and he gets creep checked. And even without this creep check, it would be over. It was over for a long time. For hell's sake, it took a long time for Happy to finish this game. Anyway, Concealed Heal, Crypt Lord again, although on Concealed Heal establishing your expansion is not that easy. It's not easy to establish an expansion, it's not easy to defend the expansion, because on Concealed Heal there is such a long road towards the expansion. And Human, of course, will heal up his footies on the fountain, so you'll meet with a lot of healthy footies. This footman is trying to get some experience. This skeleton will live. Everything will live on Happy's side. But at the same time, of course, Sok can afford himself to control this. And of course, Human Sexpo will be relatively well defended against Crypt Lord. Because, again, expos are so far away from each other. So Crypt Lord will absolutely need stuff of teleportation, and Human will likely be able to establish his Arcane Tower, and I believe Sok should not be that aggressive as he was in the previous game. You can let Undead have his own expansion for as long as you've got your own. If Sok will not get surrounded instantly... Oh, for hell's sake. Please control your units. Really, my friend? That was pathetic. That was just pathetic by Sok. He runs into units with his Archmage, he gets surrounded, he loses the game on Concealed Heal, which is generally better map for Human if Undead goes for an expansion. He didn't lose yet, but he's getting close to losing the game. That was just awful. I've got no words. And he didn't even get Impale surrounded. He was just surrounded because why not? I'm an old man. I do not have 100 out of 100 vision any longer. I'm a little blind. I got a little blind with years, you know. So I don't see anything on the map. Let's just run into this friendly gentleman. Oh, these gentlemen are not gentlemen for about 100 years already. They are exhumated corpses. Sorry. Sorry for being so obnoxious, but it was just pathetic and terrible. It's not something that a person who plays in the finals should do. And I'm looking at Sok and I ask the question, how OP is Human against Night Elf and Orc if such a human can get to finals? I'm sorry, sorry. So I should just cast the game. Another ghoul goes down. Happy Happy should be able to establish his expo in due time, and Sok goes tier 2, of course. Maybe this time Sok will be able to uh, properly execute timed attack. He didn't lose too many peasants this time. He got a good economy. He got tier 2 going and on concealed heal, of course, with healing, with constantly full HP footies, with Archmage that can get to full HP very quickly, and you don't have to spend a lot of money on your shop, on your healing scrolls. You can expect human to perform very well. It's his map, and Happy doesn't establish his expansion, at least for now. Happy understands that he will not be able to survive against timed attack, and he goes for tier 2, and he goes for his graveyard. That's a good. That's a good way to adapt against your enemy. Happy decides that his expansion can be established later. Sok is being obnoxious, Sok is canceling the altar, and Happy will need this altar for his Death Knight. And Happy will be behind. Happy will certainly be behind, even though Sok lost his Archmage in the most stupid way. Right now he's been properly aggressive, he is trying to do good, he's doing the right things. I mean, killing the undead does it can it be considered as generally doing good? And Happy forgot about his four ghouls, which is terrible. Just to be honest, it's very bad micro from Happy. Ah, it's about an hour into the game. He can allow himself to have at least one episode of bad micro, one case of bad micro. And again, expansion is relatively close to your main base on enemies expansion. You've got such a normal, such an easy way towards enemies expansion on concealed heal, and there is a fountain on the way, so you can move your injured units back to the fountain, and of course you can cancel enemies reinforcements by placing your army between enemies expansion and enemies main base. Concealed Hill is generally a terrible map for an expansion, and that's human's advantage right now. He may be able to capitalize on him, but Happy made the right call by not going to his expo for his own expo, by deciding to abandon the plan completely. Sok will get this large ogre. He gets Cloak of Flames, which is not amazing, but against ghoul it functions. It's not bad against ghouls, against beetles, especially when your Mountain King can afford to be in the fray. It's a good item. Against ghouls and beetles, it can be considered even a good drop from this ogre. Although, of course, you would prefer drums of any kind. Any orcish aura, unholy aura, anything other than brilliance aura, to be honest, and other than stat items would be awesome. And of course, he got a lot of experience from this ogre and from a few beetles and from a few ghouls. He got his Mountain King at level 2, and that's a good base for a timed attack. Although timed attack will be on a few buildings that do not matter. On a few ziggurats, which Happy of course would like to save, but if Sok really goes for his expo, he'll just find that there is no expo, and now he sees it because there was an elemental there. And he should go for normal game, normal tier 3 against tier 3 game. He should go for gyrocopters, and he's going for the workshop, and I believe it should be gyrocopters and not anything else. Sok, of course, is completely aware that he should meet with destroyers relatively soon. with destroyers, with ghouls with frenzy, with everything that Happy can play against human on relatively equal limits, and that will be relatively equal limits. Happy's Happy got himself quite a good drop. Happy got himself a large portion of invulnerability. Meanwhile, Suck got himself Rune Bracers. Right now, Happy should be furious because the game decides that Sock should win. Because Rune Bracers are amazing on Mounting Ink against Lich and Death Knight. Yes, Lich is the third hero here. We will not see Lich level 3 for quite a while, and we will not see Death Coil level 3 for quite a while. I mean, we'll see Death Coil level 2 about now, but not level 3. Yet, Death Coil and Nova combo will still be quite powerful. I believe Happy may decide to even go for Frost Armor early on, because Frost Armor gives you so much advantage early on Lich, and Frost Armor gives you access to creep in very difficult spots. Although, of course, Sok will go for another red camp right now. He should not attack Happy's expansion. He should know that there is no expansion and that there is absolutely no zero incentive to attack it. So he should go for the fountain. Happy will not be able to interfere, not with just one destroyer, and he will have just one destroyer when his destroyer form will be ready. And even though he has 7 ghouls, it's absolutely not enough to deal with Sock's army. And absolutely not enough to deal with Mounting King with Clap. And yes, he should not even try. You can kill a few peasants if you want. He is trying to get into the backline to kill a few priests. He will not achieve any reasonable success. He was able to. He was able to. He kills another priest and another priest. 2 priests are down. Another priest will go down. Archmage is surrounded. Archmage will freaking fall again. No. He lives on just, what, 10 HP. And Lich will go down. And Archmage in the end will fall down to Coil. No, Happy decided to not run after him. Oh no. That's a kilometer. That's a death coil of with its usual reach of a few hundred kilometers. Archmage is being instantly bought back. It shouldn't really change anything. Happy Happy achieved a few priest kills. Happy was able to kill an archmage. He was able to live for now. He lost only 4 ghouls. And he killed a rifle on top of that. It's just one rifle, but rifles is generally worth 2 ghouls. Yeah, so Happy got out on top. But again, it's solely due to the fact that Sok played badly. He lost his Archmage at level 5 to 2 level 2 coils. And then Impale and Surround again, because Archmage had absolutely nothing on him to save his life. Because who needs the TP? Nobody. TP is for pussies. Invuls, 2 invuls on your heroes are for pussies. So you don't give invul to your Archmage only when your Archmage is at 10 HP. And he'll lose both his gyrocopters for free, because gyrocopters are awesome against destroyers, of course, but not 3 gyrocopters against 2 destroyers. Really Happy should just turn around and kill all these gyros. No, okay. He is a bit afraid of this Archmage, of this Mounting King, because Mounting King is truly dangerous. And one statue should go down. No, he was able to save it. And right now he got 3 destroyers, only one of which is full HP. But still, you should be able to kill these 4 gyros with just your destroyers. Did he lose a Destra? He shouldn't. Oh, he lost his damaged destroyer for some reason. Okay, that's terrible. That's disastrous. Gyrocopters got flak cannons. They should have flak cannons. Yes, they've got flak cannons already. This elemental is getting dispelled and denied. It heals up destroyers a little bit, of course, gives them a little bit of mana, which is nice. And again, it will happen to every single elemental village will be summoned by Archmage right now. Although, of course, it will not stop him from summoning elementals, because elementals, for hell's sake, what's going on? Did my internet go down? No, it was just the plugin YouTube. What's going on, for hell's sake? The problem right now is on my side. I've got to restart the video. 47:44. Okay. Let's restart the video. During this time, let's... Oh, everything's done. No, it's just because I'm clicking on a different icon. I should really check my Twitch. Yeah, it's not a true follower. It's a bot. Thank you for... Thank you for 144 quality. Really, what is going on? Did something awful happen? That's completely possible. Okay, I'll just restart everything. Give me a few seconds. Just a few seconds. Oh, for hell's sake. Everything is dead. Everything is down. Oh, wow, for hell's sake. Something horribly broke. Who may have guessed? Not me, of course. Absolutely not me. Okay, let's do something else. So let's try something else. I'm fighting my usual fights. I'm dealing with my usual troubles. Yes, YouTube is down. Really? I hate you. I hate you all. No, not you. I hate a lot of things, but not you. Not you, whoever is listening to me. Yep, that's a lot of failures. Ta-da! It's dead. It's down, it's dead. It's no longer with us. Get back up, you potato. Nope. Okay. I'm fighting against everything right now. Against a lot of things, at least. Not really against everything, but against multiple various problems. Yo, let's squad up soon. I've got a few tips I think you'll find useful. Hit me up on Discord. Nope. Sorry, I doubt it's what's gonna happen, but thank you anyway. Thank you for your follow. Oh, for hell's sake, everything's dead. Everything's done. Nothing functions. And I was just trying to stream freaking... What can you do when everything falls apart? You can just dance to the flames. Please leave. Leave, you potatoes, leave! You sack of potatoes, which is my PC, and everything that is related to my PC, and everything that is unrelated to my PC. Nope. Not today, I guess. Okay. I'll come back later to stream in Russian. I guess Happy Against Sock is just a little bit cursed game, so I will not be able to cast it to its proper conclusion. Which is sad, which is absolutely pathetic. But it is what is happening. I'll try a few times more, I guess. Nope. We're simply not there. That's strange. That is not what usually happens. I mean, it is never what usually happens, but still. I mean, shorts are working just fine. But not much but shorts, really, which is just sad. It makes me sad. Why everything has to die on me? There is my translation, my own stream, which I absolutely can't watch as well. Yeah, everything is just so terribly slow. Curses. Curses, and let's try something else. I mean, I can try a few things, a lot more than just a few things, to be honest. Okay, let's just try that. Will it help me? A single bit? In the slightest? Nope. Not at all. Okay. It's just as awful as it was before. Okay, I guess it's over for now. So sorry for anyone who was watching. I'm sorry I can't continue. I've got